Let's have a look at these newspaper clippings from August 2011. Church of Assumption in Tullamore, County Offaly. No interest whatsoever is shown by these priests to the victims of Roman Catholic clerical abuse, the rape, brutality of children in Ireland. Let's have a look at this. A little over 5 years later, where does the Roman Catholic Church end up having their child safeguarding conference in the Church of Assumption in Tullamore, County Offaly. Here you go. It's Thursday, the 13th of October 2016, and I'm here in Tullamore, County Offaly. The Child Safeguarding Club are having a conference tonight and tomorrow in one of the hotels here in town. I'm now going to make my way up to the church and, if necessary, depending on the reception I get there, on to the hotel then. The date of this event was advertised on the Bishop's Conference website shortly after they had their autumn conference in Maynooth, but what wasn't listed was the time for this Mass here today. I phoned the parish office this morning and I got a gentleman on the phone and I asked what time the Mass was today in the Church of Assumption here in Tullamore, and he said that he wasn't aware of any other Mass other than one this morning here today. It was a funeral, so I insisted that there was a Mass where they would be attending, and he excused himself and he said he was going to check the book. A few minutes later he came back very apologetic, nice gentleman, and apologised and said that indeed he found notice in the book that it was listed for 5 o'clock this afternoon and that he was not in any way aware of this, and his words were to me, they're hiding this well, aren't they? And he sounded very, very shocked himself, and this is a parish member obviously working in the parish office that answer the phone on their website. So one would wonder why this has not been advertised to even people within their own parish office. So we'll go along now beyond a while and we'll take it from there and see what kind of reception I get here. We're here now at the Church of Assumption in Tullamore, 4:30. We'll just have a look at their notice board. Debt. This is our debt board. Very impressive. Wonder who's going to pay for that, huh?
Almighty God, you, my brothers and sisters, allow me to sin in my thoughts and my words, in what I've done and what I've failed to do, to my fault, to my fault. Therefore I ask this in Mary, Virgin, all the ancient saints, and you, my brothers and sisters, who present the Lord our God.
The fox isn't going to be in there listening to that shite, and make a few inquiries from him in the hotel and report back after that. Here we are, Tullamore Court Hotel, Tullamore, County Offaly in Ireland. Day one of the so-called Child Safeguarding Conference. Child Safeguarding. A church that claims to be from God. Just think about it, child safeguarding. We're the only institution in Ireland where you have to have your child guarded by the law. The reality of it is that no clergyman is allowed to be alone with your child. Now I can take my child to school, leave her in the care of teachers. I can, by choosing, leave her in the care of any individual person that I know. I could, if I wanted, I haven't, but could visit a person in prison and take her into a prison system where I could leave her in the care of a prison officer. I could leave her in the care of a bus driver, ambulance driver, fucking just about anybody. But I cannot, not that I'd want to, but I cannot by law leave my child unattended by a Roman Catholic clergy. And like I was saying, I can leave my child, or you can leave your child, with just about anybody of your choosing without the law intervening in the supervision. And yet the so-called fucking men of God in Ireland, the Roman Catholic Church, are the only people that are not allowed to be left in care of children. Jesus Christ and the 12 apostles. These are the people that are claiming to be following Jesus Christ and the 12 apostles. They just don't get it, do they? They can't fucking see it. Down here today in Tullamore, the beginning of the conference, a mass with a fucking handful of people in it. Chosen people. Even the parish hall didn't know. The fellow that answered the phone didn't know that it was on. A handful of people in there tonight. Large percentage of them women. Middle-aged to old-aged women, no less. Fucking deluded people. And a full day tomorrow in this hotel. The arsehole in nowhere. A talking shop. Doing fuck all. Talking shop. Junket. And a talking shop in the Church of Assumption. You can see outside, they advertise it. They have a bill there, debt of almost €1.5 million. Who do they think is going to pay for that now? They haven't got the idiots now in numbers that they had years ago. They had years ago, most of the churches had a collection. They were always looking for a fucking new roof. There's nothing wrong with the roofs of the churches I went to, was forced to go to when I was growing up as a kid, but they always were looking for a new roof. Roof fund. The house I grew up in, we needed a fucking roof, I'll tell you. When there was rain, you were going around with pots and pans and bowls and every fucking thing. There was that many holes in my roof. You couldn't possibly stop all the rain that was coming into my place. There was no donations and no funds being set up to put a roof over my fucking head. And these fuckers still big boards outside their churches, or begging board, telling you the debt they're in and how much money they need. They haven't got the fools going in now, throwing money in large doses on the plates to them. They certainly wouldn't have me going and giving them money. The game is up for them, but they just don't get it. The hierarchy don't get it. The younger priests and the younger people that are trying to rally around and trying to do something for this fucking dying religion. It's a lost cause for them, and there are some people caught up in it that are trying to do something. But the dinosaurs, the Dermot Martins, the Eamon Martins, and all these other heads, the hierarchy, they fucked it up. They haven't a clue what's going on. They think that by putting security on to me or not investigating my claims, they think that somehow that's going to get them somewhere. It's not going to get them anywhere. Because people watch it, people see what they're doing. They don't get that. I don't do what I do for money. I don't get funded. I'm down here today, Tullamore at my own expense. I go to Maynooth at my own expense, Donegal. I was in Tuam in Galway. I'll go wherever I have to fucking go. And I'll pay for it myself. And if I can't, I won't go, because I'll always get them another day. But they don't get it. The message is going out. It's there for people to see. I don't court publicity. I just put what I do up, some of it. You'll only see a very, very small percentage of what I actually do and what I'm involved in up on YouTube. Very little of what I do goes up there. A lot of what I do is behind the scenes and it's not for publicity. So anyway, Another day tomorrow, just while I have this nice bit of peace and quiet out in the country, waiting for my train home. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has been supporting me, especially over the last 6 years at my protests, the Pro Cathedral and other places in Dublin, and indeed throughout Ireland. Special thanks recently to the people who are making their homes and their transport available to me to get around different places in Ireland. And I'd like to thank the people that are giving me a nice bit of publicity now on the internet as well. Not much, but I don't ask for a lot of publicity, and it's very much appreciated. I've never courted publicity, it's not what I'm about. Also, recently there was a video taken down in Donegal in relation to the local priest, Father Herity. This video was removed twice, a privacy complaint to YouTube. I've uploaded it in 3 different places now, and I'd like to thank all the people that is putting that video around, and it's getting viewed. It's interesting at the moment. Just a big thank you to everyone. Time to go home.